Buddy, sorry it's been so long since I've put out a video. I wanted to do a what sold video because they're pretty easy for me to do. I also wanted to let you know, if you are new to my channel, I am Shelly, the Thrifty Farm Mama, and I am a very part-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark both, and I sell a variety of things. I probably put about 10 to 15 hours a week into my eBay business because I'm a busy mom and I work and I'm going back to school. So this is my hobby, and I like doing YouTube videos as well. They're super fun, but it's just finding the time to do it. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through what sold in my eBay store, because I didn't sell anything on Poshmark, otherwise I would share that too. What sold in my eBay store from Friday morning till Monday evening, so that you guys will get a good idea of what is selling. And I am going to be completely open and honest with you guys. This is everything that sold in order from good to bad. I'm not hiding anything. I'm also going to do at the end of the video, so if you stick around, I'm going to show you my store sales and exactly what my numbers look like, so that you can get a very accurate picture of what 10 to 15 hours a week can do, and how many items I have in my store and all that stuff. So I've been doing eBay for 2 years this month, and it's been quite a learning process for me. It's super fun. I love doing it, and I love sharing my journey with you. So let's get started. And the first thing that sold was this Loot Crate little toy thingy. My daughter gets Loot Crate once a month. That was her Christmas present from last year, and this is Archer. I don't even know what this is, but she didn't want it. So I put it up on eBay probably about 6 weeks ago, and it sold for a whole $5.59. And you're going to see that I did do a sale in my store, so I'm really glad that Markdown Manager is back, because I did a 20% off sale, and it did increase activity in my store, so thank goodness. Next thing that sold was this vintage. It is a hammered copper set. These are measuring cups. These are really cool. And they have great patina on them, so I did not try to clean these up because I thought the patina was cool. This is actually a little stock pot made in Portugal. It did not have a brand on it. I had it in my store for about 6 months before it finally sold for $39.98 plus shipping. Next, I sold this Rising International. This is kind of a boho hippie brand. These are all made in Nepal, 100% cotton. They usually have funky embroidering. I usually find their stuff like purses and stuff like that at the Goodwill outlet. I bought this at a thrift store for $1.49 from Goodwill on their $1.49 tag sale day. And so I sold this for $14.38 plus shipping, and that was in my store for about a week. Next, I sold this Speedo racing practice suit. I know how expensive racing suits are. My daughter is on the swim team, and this is a small size, though. It's only size 28, and it sold for $11.17 plus shipping, and it was in my store. I probably bought it for $1 or $2 at a thrift store, and it was in my store for a good 7 to 8 months before finally selling. Janie and Jack. This is a brand to look out for. I do not recommend buying a lot of kids' clothes. At least for me, they do not sell well. They sit for a long time. You're going to see in a minute how long they sit. But this one, I loved it. It has a reindeer on it. It was super cute. It's fully lined, warm little sweater, 12 to 18 months, and that sold for $11.18 on sale. And that's the tag, Janie and Jack. So that's a pretty good brand. I do like that brand. Next, I sold this Ed Hardy shoulder bag tote. It's a big size. There's a bigger picture of it. And the back, it did have stains on it. I bought it at the Goodwill outlet. I cleaned it up the best I could. The zipper was a little bit broken a little. So Ed Hardy does not do super well for me. Again, this was in my store for a long time. It sat and finally sold for $11.18. And I just kind of keep dropping the price a little, switching up my photos, stuff like that when I have time. Next, another thing that I would not buy again is this Talbot's. It's a vintage, probably from the 90s, or it's a pencil skirt. It's 100% wool, fully lined. There's the older Talbot's tag. It sold on auction. I put a whole bunch of stuff on auction that have been in my store for a long time, with starting prices of $2.99, and I still have so much stuff that has not sold. So Things are changing, and it's been really interesting to watch the tides change. But this finally sold for $2.99 with shipping. Most of my stuff I charge shipping on, just so you know. Next I sold, okay, so here's an example of baby clothes that do not sell. Oshkosh is a pretty good brand, but this is a whole lot that I have had in my store for over a year, and this is the lot itself. It was just not selling, so I finally put it on auction. It was on auction for 3 weeks before it finally sold for $3.24 plus shipping. So I was happy to get rid of that, and I still have more kids' clothes that I just want to get rid of, and I'm very tempted to just go through all my bins and just start redonating stuff that I don't want to have to deal with anymore. Okay, this is a vintage Catalina women's top. I believe this was this is from the 60s, and it is a swim cover. I thought it was really cool. I probably paid $2 to $3 for it in the thrift store. I took a best offer of $10 because, again, it's been in my store for a long time, and I was tired of looking at it. I just want to get things off the shelf because I love to thrift, and I will not allow myself to go thrifting anymore till I sell more stuff, and I have some stuff that I need to still get listed. So, but I'm making a video instead. Okay, here is a brand to keep your eye out for. Is Carhartt. These are double knee overalls, and they were in really good shape. I believe I got these at the bins, so they're a good 2 pounds. I probably paid $2 to $3 for them total. And I had watchers on them right away. I put them up at a good price, $39.96 plus shipping. I got a couple offers right away for kind of like $20 and I declined them, or I counter offered, and they did finally sell. I only had these up for about a week and a half, and they sold for $39.96 asking price, plus shipping. So, and I did, believe it or not, I got these into a padded flat rate because my philosophy is if it fits, it ships, and I got those puppies in there. I was amazed. I rolled them up so tight and was able to get them in. So you can actually get a lot into those padded flat rates. So another brand I don't recommend really getting any, or at least paying a lot for, these were LuLaRoe Tall and Curvy leggings, and I got these at the Goodwill outlet. A lot of times I'll wait until I have a lot of them before I put them up. So you can see there was some fading in the rear on one of them, but the other pair was like in mint condition, and they sold for $14.97 plus shipping. Next, I sold this Moda International Victoria's Secret Black Chunky Wool Blend Cardigan Sweater, and it was really pretty. I really wanted to keep it for myself, but it was just a tiny bit snug. And Moda International is by Victoria's Secret, and that sold, I believe I took a best offer of $12 on that. It took up a lot of space in my bins because it was big, so I got that was nice to sell. Oh, and that was in my store for probably a week. So it sold pretty quick, and I did buy that at the Goodwill outlet several months ago. This was just a book that I had that I just put back up on eBay because it's the Enabler. Sold for $4.50 with free shipping, so I didn't make any money off that, but that's okay. This one, oh my gosh, has been in my store for like a year and a half. And it had a lot of watchers on it, and then it actually sold twice, and the people never paid for it. So I finally put it up on auction starting at $2.99. Again, it sat on auction for about 3 weeks, had lots of watchers, and finally got some bids on it this last weekend. And it sold for a whopping $3.24 plus shipping. So I'm happy to get rid of that, and I would never buy that again. But you don't know until you try. So it's all, trial and error, especially when you're first starting out. Like you have no idea what's going to sell. And when I first started out, pretty much everything sold. Not the case anymore. There's a ton more sellers out there, and you can't just buy every average thing, and if you got to start looking for other things. That's why I'm showing you guys, like, this is realistic. Like, this is how things sell, and a lot of the stuff I sold are things that I've been wanting to get rid of for a long time. So let's get right into my store. So here I am. So it's nobody else's store. That's me. I'm not hiding anything. There's absolutely no secrets. I have no point in it. Like, why would I even make it up? And I did do a video on how I earn $1,000 a month, and that is profit. So here are my sales for the last 31 days. And again, I do not pay a lot of money for my product. So my profit is pretty good. And my sales are up over last month by 8%. Woo, huge. But as you can see down here, my sales from last year are down 36.8%. So they are quite a bit down. And again, I am a part-time reseller. So if anything, this will just give you guys an idea of what it looks like to do this part-time. These are my sales over the last year. It's probably a little bit more than that because these are usually behind a little bit. But just so you guys have an idea, at the end of the year last year, this number was like 24,000. So you can see there's a huge drop from last year, and I've got some opinions as to why. I'm not stressed over it, but that again is one reason why I will not do eBay full time. And I have started selling stuff on Poshmark as well, which is also very slow going because guess what everybody's doing? They're selling on Poshmark too. I'm not the only one. Go figure. So it's totally getting overwhelmed over there too. But anyway, this is totally just for fun. Gives me an outlet. It's something fun to do. Like I said before, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Do you have any comments or questions? Let me know down below. And thanks you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great afternoon. Thanks, bye.